Hi, welcome to our channel. How to clear CA in one attempt and how him life school helping to them. CA Himkant Garu with us to explain these all things. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Actually, how to clear single attempt in CA? Is it really possible?
Absolutely, because conventionally students have the opinion that it takes a lot of attempts for someone to clear CA. But we are the first in India to create a complete blueprint to help CA students clear in a single attempt. Okay. And in fact, our blueprint has been recognized by the government of India, saying that we have the necessary techniques and frameworks to help students clear India's toughest exams. So when I say toughest exams, we talk about CA, CMA, civils, CAT, NEET, all of that. Now this specific context is more about CA students since I'm a chartered accountant. So it is definitely possible. And if I have to talk about proof or something, now one of the students, Prashant, so again he has taken 12 attempts before coming to us. Okay. After that he was able to clear within one attempt. And it is very important. See, it's not just about the number of attempts which we talk about. Every time a student misses an attempt, this is the opportunity cost. These are the official statistics of ICA. So as you can see, each failed attempt will lead to an opportunity cost of around 5 lakhs. Because a qualified CA can make around 70 to 80,000 on average, slightly here and there. But one attempt, if a student is losing, he's losing 5 lakhs per attempt. So that impacts the student's financial status, socioeconomic status, and it impacts the entire family. Now, all of this because of a minuscule difference. They're able to score 150, 160, most of them. For that 40, 50 marks, they're unnecessarily spending more time, more effort, more money, and most important, losing their valuable career. So that is the reason why we stepped into the picture.
Actually, how to you will helping to them from him life school? Actually, you didn't give any regular coaching, right? So how it's possible?
What we do is, because if you look at what kind of interventions happen in CA ecosystem, there is regular coaching, and you have revision videos, revision lectures, and test series. If these are working, all of them should clear. The problem is arising because these are necessary but not sufficient. And I'll tell you why this is important. Because for someone to clear an exam like this, there are two components. One is the psychological aspect of the individual, and apart from that, there are some subjective factors. Now, I think I have that framework with me. Yeah. So, when you look at this, normally the commercial coaching or regular coaching ecosystem will focus on these aspects. They'll help you to complete the syllabus, or they'll give you coaching for syllabus completion. Plus, they'll help you to revise, or there are separate revision lectures and all of that. Okay. And there'll be some mock exams. But the real problem is here. Every student has an individual mentality, and his state of mind would be different at different attempts. So nobody is paying attention to the individual student. I'll give you one example. When you go to a doctor, the solution is personalized, depending on your situation, depending on your problem, depending on your medical condition. It'll give you a specific prescription. So this is exactly what we are bringing it here, where the generalized insights or the generalized lessons or generalized coaching is no longer working. So with this approach, we are personalizing the preparation pattern completely, and it involves all the 3 steps. So when we talk about personalization, the first component here is called planning. So we kind of help the student to create a personalized plan. So once a personalized plan is created, we'll be helping them implement it. I believe I also have that framework with me. So this is the framework which I was talking about. So when you look at planning, implementation, and improvement, these are the 3 components. Now what happens in planning? So somebody has scored 160, but they're weak in subject X. Some other student has got 170, but is weak in subject Y. The solutions which are normally coming on YouTube or in general coaching, they are not fine-tuned to the individual student. So we'll sit with the student, we'll create a customized plan. This is about planning. Now in implementation, we'll specifically focus on simplicity of implementation and outcome of implementation, because most of the students keep making plans, eternal plans, but they'll never be able to implement everything in practicality, and they'll set up too high targets for them, and once again that will create a lot of guilt and all of that. So they cannot. Implementation is a bigger problem. I would say planning is 1%, implementation 91%. So we handhold them We take care of the implementation. For the first time in India, no one would actually take care of implementation. For example, if you buy a recorded coaching class, you attend there for 3 hours, that's it. Or if you buy a book, end of story. Now what will we do? Apart from creating a plan, we'll ensure that plan is implemented from day 0 to the last day of the last exam. We'll completely help the student in the implementation mechanism. We have built an app around it. We will schedule wake-up calls. There will be a lot of live sessions. There will be group studies. There will be joint assignments. There will be study buddies. So all of these factors will kick into the implementation part. So this implementation is happening in a 5-step framework, which we do it, which we own a copyright for that. And finally, improvement. This is super important. Now, for a student who has cleared inter versus a student who has to clear final, the requirement is slightly different. So the skill set which is required is very different from inter level to final level. Now there are certain students who did not build their skill which is suiting to the expectation of ICA. So in the regular ecosystem, once again, there is no scope for a student to improve himself. Now we'll focus on the improvement part also. Let's say when you're going to a gym, your lifting capacity is only 10 kgs. Now we'll make sure if ICA's expectation is 20 kgs, now we'll help him with increasing the lifting capacity by training him personally and making sure it touches the required capacity before the exam. So these are the major aspects which will help a student to clear the exam in just one attempt. And the most important part is implementation. So we have planning, we have implementation and improvement. So because of this, we are able to see hundreds of students clearing in just one attempt.
Fine, but everyone have a doubt, really it's a working in practically.
So that's we have seen enough number of case studies, like I just shown Prashant's case study who has cleared after 12 attempts. We also have Akshari, who is a working mother, like who is a young mother who has a kid and who has to take care of certain work at home and also some other professional responsibilities. She was also able to clear after 10 attempts. Now imagine somebody clearing this exam after 10 failed attempts, like 5 to 6 years of a journey. And then if they are able to clear, now this is an extreme example. Now a lot of people are clearing the first attempt, a lot of people clearing in the subsequent 2-3 attempts. Like when they come to us, most of them will be able to clear in just one attempt, and some of them choose to write one group and one group. So either in one attempt or 1 year, they are becoming chartered accountants. So overall, if I have to consider all the case studies across CA, CS, CME, across all levels, we are directly and indirectly contributed to 1,000+ students. If I have to specifically talk about CAs, there are more than 140 CAs who have cleared only because of our framework. So it's working like magic.
This is very interesting, Himkant Garu. So actually, why should a student choose a HIM Life School? What do you say?
We do a lot of things for students, like we focus on career, relationships, health, wealth, all of that. So it's a large life school. Specifically, if you're talking about this particular program called One Last Attempt, the first thing which they can expect out of this is they would be able to clear their CA exams in just one attempt. So this is the single point agenda which they are interested. But not only this, they also can have a secondary expectation which is far more interesting. So what we do is we help them with a 3-stage career path. So in stage 1, they will be able to clear their exams in one attempt or 1 year. This is the stage 1. Now stage 2, they'll start earning 1 lakh per month within 1 year of clearing, because in the placement, they might start at 60,000, 70,000 or whatever it is. Sometimes they will hit 1 lakh directly, or even otherwise, within 1 year, they have a fantastic chance of making 1 lakh per month within 1 year of clearing. And number 3, once they spend time with us, because a lot of our students continue their association with us even after clearing CA. So we'll teach them practical ways of building a strong personal profile and a very, very fine-tuned professional career, which will create a pathway to earn 10 crores in the coming few years. So this is the extended career support which we normally give it to our students. So that's the reason why we call ourselves a life school.
Right. Thank you so much for explaining these all things. Thank you.
Thank you.